What's up, pirates? It's Jim with AwakenedTCG, and today we have a very interesting video. Everybody's favorite video. We've got a cheater video. Now, I want to preface right now, I do not have 100% proof that this person was cheating, and thus I am not going to be naming any names or anything. I'm just going to be showing this video, and you guys can decide if it is cheating or not. It had to do with his dice and the way he rolled it. Definitely almost 95% look like loaded dice to me. But I'm going to leave it up to you guys. We're going to look at the clip and we're going to break this down and just show you guys why I think this was probably loaded dice. And just I want to help you guys look out for this stuff and tell you how to avoid it in the online regionals coming out these next couple of weeks, because I know down the line, this was yesterday that I played in this regional, and I know that I have 3 more back to back to back every Saturday from now to the end of this month. So let's go and look at this clip. So first off, I'm on the right with the Kaido mat, as you guys have probably seen before, and my opponent is on the left on the green purple Doflamingo. So pretty much I'm gonna say, let's roll your dice. This is something I always do, just in case my opponent does have a loaded dice. We both have an even chance if we're just rolling their dice. Whereas if I rolled my dice and they rolled their dice, if they have loaded dice, they're going to beat me every time. So I just say, let's roll your dice. But let's get into the clip. Right. And do you have a dice?
Yep, I've got 2.
All right. Do you just want to do high roll?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, you got 1 or 2 dice.
Oh, I was just going to say, let's just do yours.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, I'll go first. All right, looks like it is a...
Okay, so first roll looked pretty normal. He did roll it kind of weird, just throwing it straight down like that. And there is 1 6. They're not both 6, but nothing suspect out of this first roll. I wasn't suspect at all. And now that was his roll. He got a 10, and he's going to go to me.
And I'll roll for you. It is
another 10. That one kind of rolled a little weird. Another 6. So when you get 2 rolls in a row and both of them have a 6, it's a little weird. Thankfully, we tied, because if we didn't, it might have ended there, and we wouldn't have got more rolls to look at, because that's what's going to expose these loaded dice, is once you do multiple rolls, the frequency of 6 appearing is going to basically out these dice. But let's look at the next 2 rolls here after we tied our first 2.
Oh, boy. All right, this won't be for me. This is a 12.
Okay, and there's a 12. Definitely a bit of a weird roll on the blue dice there. Also, not to mention, he kind of like drops it. And dropping it like that, I don't know if dice would act like that. Let's look at it again.
This is a 12.
So,
all right.
2 6s, obviously the most suspect thing when you're looking for loaded dice. But not to mention, that is 3 rolls in a row, both with a 6 in at least once in every roll. Definitely threw it down a bit weird, and the dice looked to roll a bit weird. But even at this point, I am not 100% sure that this is loaded dice, but now he's going to roll for me. And just the way this red dice rolls in this next roll here, pretty much made me think this was for sure loaded dice. But let's check it out.
Finally, my rolls are doing well today. All right, let's see. And you got a 7.
Okay, so I got a 6 and a 1 there. Again, also rolling the dice very weird, throwing it straight down. But let's take a look at this red dice. Dice don't usually act like this. So
my rolls are doing well today.
He's going to throw it straight down. Look at that. Just drop it on the table. And this red dice is going to roll upwards. And then it's going to randomly decide to roll back and be a 6. So that is a bit suspect, not to mention all 4 rolls he did had a 6 in every single one. So the frequency of that happening, I'm not going to do the math, but I know it's very low to get a 6 in every single roll in 4 rolls. Not to mention, one was a double 6. And he was also throwing it down very strangely. And the 6 at the end there, as you saw, decided to roll back on itself. Let's look at it one more time so you guys can just make your own decision, but it definitely looks like how a loaded dice would act.
And
yep.
You got a 7. So
decided to go on its bottom, which is how loaded dice work. It is weighted at the bottom, so the 6 is going to show at the top. But I lost those rolls. I wasn't going to call out my opponent here because honestly I was already planning to drop after this game anyway. And this is only to decide who goes first or second. But at the end of the day, I think this was probably a loaded dice. And let's talk about what you guys can do to avoid ever running into this in online tournaments. So dice is the highest most common form that people use to decide who goes first. People are usually going to do high roll their dice against your dice. I wouldn't do that just because if you're going against this guy and I did roll my dice, I am absolutely screwed. So do not do what I did. Don't just say, let's roll your dice twice. What you should say is, let's roll your dice and then let's do odd or evens. So I would say, okay, no, let's do your dice, just roll one, and let's do odd or evens. And then you say, and then if it is loaded, right, it's loaded to hit 6. So if you call evens, right, say, let's do yours odd or evens, I want even. And he goes, okay, rolls his dice. They should have no reason not to accept that. It's a 50-50 still. They're rolling their own dice. And if it is a loaded dice, boom. The frequency of 6 is clearly with this person's dice, you are going to win that die roll. So that's what I would do in every game. I would just say, let's roll your dice and let's do odd or even. So that is the way to avoid this in regionals. Getting cheated sucks. Again, to preface, this is not 100% a cheater. I'm not going to call this person a cheater. I'm not going to call this person out for being a cheater. I just know that what happened in those 4 dice rolls was very suspect with the way he threw it, the way the dice rolled, and obviously the plentiful amount of 6s that decided to show themselves. But anyways, what do you guys think? Was this guy cheating? And are you going to be playing in any regionals these next couple of weeks? And are you going to be implementing the call evens tactic, which I think is probably the best way to go? Anyway, you guys have a great day. And this has been Jim with AwakenedTCG. We are getting very close to 1,000 subs. And we will be doing a big giveaway at 1,000 subs. So please like and subscribe and have a great day. Peace.